Welcome, everyone, to the Everything Show, episode 543. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I'm with Chris Al. What's up, Chris?
Hi, everybody.
All right, so again, I apologize, guys. I'm having problems with the color schematic of my camera. Hopefully, it will be fixed by the end of the week. We did want to talk more in detail about Batman versus Superman. There was some stuff that came out today that Christopher Nolan, I believe, had somehow... Did he see it, Chris, or was I mistaken?
I read an article on Collider. They didn't say that he saw the movie, but I don't know. Maybe he has seen it. I don't know yet.
The thing I saw on Facebook was that I think Zack Snyder came out and he kept saying, look, he says, I would have never went ahead with this had he not wanted this. Like, if he didn't give me his blessing, like Christopher Nolan. Hey, what's up, Sally?
Hello.
So,
hey, Sally.
So from what I read on Facebook, Zack, what's his name? Zack Snyder? Is it Zack Snyder?
Zack Snyder, yeah.
Right. He said that he was able to go ahead with Batman vs. Superman because he asked for Christopher Nolan's blessing. Okay? And if he didn't give him his blessing, he would never have done Batman vs. Superman. Now, from what I understand, the answer he gave him was, you know, everybody, and I'm not saying exactly word for word, I'm just using my own words from what I gathered from the article, but it was that people have different visions about what they think of Batman and Superman. And, you know, why wouldn't he be able to do his own thing, right? You know, of course. Now, from what I gathered, he saw it. And the answer we got from Zack Snyder was that he says it was a little rough. Never said he loved it, never said he liked it, never said he hated it. It's a little rough. Now, me and Chris were talking off air throughout the day, and I surmised from that statement was that it was a little hard. But from my interpretation was it meaning hard, meaning rough. Like, in other words, what I believed for it to be was that, again, Superman don't act like that, you know, and he's acting like friggin' a monster, like bully, friggin' Bizarro, whatever. And Batman don't act like that. And seeing them act like that was a little rough, you know, and especially like them culminating everything together.
Just to add to your statement about Batman, yeah. There was news that broke today that we have to report later that will make you probably flip out, but I want to let you finish with it.
So we've been talking about this for some time on here, okay? And I have said numerous times that while I liked Man of Steel, I was totally against Superman snapping Zod's neck. And that the Superman that I know, and many different interpretations of growing up, Superman don't do that. Regardless of me being a Marvel guy, I have seen a lot of DC stuff with Batman and Superman. Superman don't do that. As well as Batman just don't attack somebody without knowing for sure that this person deserves a beating or whatever. Okay? So again, like, when I see these trailers, to me, that's not my Superman talking. That's not my Batman talking. That's not... And again, I may not be tons of comics of DC in my house like other people, but I'm talking from TV shows. I'm talking from even the comics too. Like, I don't remember that happening. Now, we heard that Christopher Nolan did not want Superman to snap Zod's neck. And they went against him, and he, because of that one decision, decided, I'm not directing anything. Okay? I guess he produced this, right, or no?
This he has no connection to.
Okay, there's no connection.
He
basically
produced Man of Steel, but
right.
Not this he has no connection to.
They could have kept him in the DC Cinematic Universe had they just did one little thing and not snap Zod's neck. And they regret it. I know they regret it because that's all they would have had to do, but ego's involved. Now, I really feel that, from what I also gathered, was that besides saying that it was a little hard, he says, well, people are going to come after this movie and do it their own way. Meaning that, you know what? If this gets screwed up, reboot. To me, I think this is going to be a problem, this movie. I honestly believe that this movie is going to break the DC Cinematic Universe because this is the one that starts it all. What do you think, Chris, of all the stuff I said?
Well, I just wanted to, like, if Sally had something to say about it.
Yes, Sally,
there's a few things that I wanted to say.
Well, I didn't, hear all of what you guys said, but from what I've heard, yeah, I don't like it either. I mean, from what I know of Batman and Superman is mostly from like TV and the movies. I never read the comics, so I don't know. But from what I see with this movie, they're totally acting like totally different than what I've seen in other movies and other TV shows. So I agree with what you all are saying.
It's not just it's the dialogue too. They don't talk like that.
Villains don't talk to Batman like that.
First of all, like, you see Superman looks like he's freaking constipated. I apologize, Sally. He looks like he's ready to take a Kryptonian load of dump. Okay? Like he's having trouble. Like kryptonite's causing a disruption in his intestines or something. And he's like this. Like that face, like a pit bull, like I'm gonna bite your head off, right? Why has he got that face? Batman didn't destroy Krypton. Like, this is just Batman, okay? A human being. So what is it with this face? This hatred. Like, it's just to warrant that facial where it looks like extra flesh, like computer generated extra cheekbones popping out. Like it's not his natural face. So like Superman 3 when he's drunk. It's like, what is that face? And Batman 2. You see Batman holding somebody and he sees like the thing, and when they're attacking he's like God, like that. Like, what is this? What is this?
I don't know.
What the hell is this? Like, if I ever, first of all, I was like, they shouldn't even be fighting. But if you're gonna fight, the only way you could do it, Superman totally get taken over by red kryptonite, starts basically being, not that he kills people, but he's about to like hurt everybody, and Batman has to step in. I knew I had to take care of this guy. Okay? That's it. Not like I'm Batman and I took out every single supervillain in the freaking world, and guess what? I'm retired and I'm just gonna make a mistake and go after a hero. Like what? I don't know.
I don't know. It's.
I don't know. Good, Chris.
Well, okay. So this is my thing with Superman kind of being this way. I don't understand why. Like I don't understand why Superman has to be like this, and like he is a Man of Steel, like he's being portrayed in this movie. Personally, I think, and I've said this a whole bunch of times already on the show off air, if you're gonna have Batman and Superman fight, to me, the most interesting way to do that is to show how different they are from each other, yet they have similarities in their most basic points of view. And what I mean by that is they both want to fight for justice, right?
Right.
I feel like this movie is losing that idea, where it's like they're not fighting for justice, they want to kill each other. Or Batman wants to kill Superman, and Superman's like, if you're still Batman, I'm just going to cripple you or something like that.
Why does he want to do that to Batman? What the hell did Batman do?
And that's what I'm thinking. The way they're having people, like the way they're leading it, is it's almost like Superman thinks what Batman is doing is wrong, and he wants him to stop. Now, personally, I don't think that's why they're fighting. I don't think we know the reason why they're fighting yet. I don't think that they've showed it. I don't think they've explained it. and I think it has a lot to do with Lex Luthor because of the line that he says in the movie, if man won't kill God, the devil will do it. So to me, that sounds like he set this fight between Batman and Superman up. Batman didn't get the job done, so he sends Doomsday to do it.
But what's this crap with Lex Luthor being like 12? Or I'm sorry,
I have no words
20,
for this. I have no words for this Lex Luthor, and I know that a lot of people think that he's playing Lex Luthor's son. I don't buy that for a minute. I think this is Lex Luthor. I really think this is. They sat down and said, "Here's Lex Luthor," because we had not set pictures. They had an official picture of him bald.
Yeah.
So that's Lex Luthor, people. I don't know unless they pulled a fast one on everybody, but that's Lex Luthor. I'm saying that right now. Now I have a theory too. I was thinking about this earlier today. Those Empire pictures came out, and one of them showed Batman looking at a devastated city, and the Omega symbol was burned into the ground. Now, that's the Darkseid symbol, because Darkseid calls his I-beams the Omega beams.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Which means to me that those insect things that Batman was seeing in his dream were parademons.
Yeah.
Okay.
How would Batman know what parademons are and what Darkseid is if he's never seen them before? And here's my guess. Martian Manhunter is sending him this stuff telepathically.
Right, you were saying
He's trying to warn Batman that Darkseid is coming for the Earth, and I think that Darkseid is responsible for the destruction of Mars. Because the Earth looks very much like Mars in Batman's visions. It's desert, it's desolate. How would Batman know what parademons and Darkseid symbol are if he's never seen them before? You can't tell me Batman guessed this and got it exactly right.
But why are we even having that in the movie? Isn't it Batman versus Superman, not Batman versus Superman changes mind, teams up with everybody, let's go. Like, that's not the name of the movie. Like, it's too much to process when you're focused on these two killing each other. Now you got to throw Wonder Woman in the middle of it. Then you got to throw in Lex Luthor in it. Then you got to throw in Izod Doomsday. Then you got to throw in Darkseid. Then you got to throw in villains. Then you got to throw in Aquaman. Then you got to throw in Flash. Then you got to throw in Cyborg. I'm getting dizzy. Like, are they gonna do something really dumb, like we were talking about for weeks? And they're fighting in the water, and then Aquaman pops out, and then
I hear that the Aquaman origin story they're doing.
Hi, Daniel.
I hear that the Aquaman origin story that they're going with. I don't know much about Aquaman, so I might be wrong, but I hear that they're doing an origin story that they've done already, where he's part human, part Atlantean.
Like Namor?
Something like that. That's and like Namor. He's like his father was the watcher of a lighthouse. Or something like that.
I'm not really familiar with Aquaman, but isn't he totally not human? Like, I mean, like,
I thought he was the king of Atlantis, but right. I guess I'm wrong. I don't know. I know he's the king of Atlantis in some versions of the story.
Sally, what do you think about? I mean, how are we going to have this with all these people in this movie when it's supposed to be focused on these two fighting? I mean, are they going to screw this up, or what's happening?
I mean, I don't know. I mean,
why is she retired? Why is she 5,000 years? Why is everybody retired in this movie but Superman? Like, he's like the rookie that just comes in, but everybody else is superheroes already? Is this like Gotham reversed? Like, I don't understand. Like, why is everybody established, but then nobody knows who Wonder Woman is? This is like weird.
Who knows? It's crazy.
Do you think like Zack Snyder's like looking at this and saying, "Crap, I screwed up," or no, he's all for, "Hey, let's do Batman vs Superman 2 and stuff"? I mean, Chris, what do you think? You think he's worried or not worried?
Well, no, I don't think that he's worried at all, because, one, he got the backing to do this movie by a huge production company, and this is possibly the most expensive movie ever made, one. Two, he knows this movie's going to make a huge amount of money whether it's good or not.
Now, is he a true fan? Is he supposed to be?
Oh, yeah. I don't doubt that he's a fan of this stuff. I would never question whether somebody's a fan of this stuff. I question why he's doing certain things.
Right.
And my answer that I keep coming back to is Frank Miller. Right. Because all of this stuff, to me, is Frank Miller. Right. This is very Dark Knight Returns ish, with Batman fighting Superman and Superman being made to look like the bad guy, and I hate that story. I hate the way they make Superman.
I mean, how is it going to be believable if throughout the whole movie they have hatred, right? And then is it going to be like a flip of the light switch and, hey, you want to team up because we got to take this guy out? I mean, how is that going to be?
Well, I think that at some point in the movie, Batman and Superman are going to realize that they're being played by Lex Luthor, and they're going to be like, "We got to stop this." But the thing that I'm
nobody plays Batman and Superman in my universe. Like, Lex Luthor, that's like stupid.
Lex Luthor is supposed to be the smartest man in the DC universe, so I guess it could be possible.
He's a kid.
This is the thing. Like, this is the bigger thing that I'm worried about, right? Since this is the Man of Steel sequel that they've all said. They said this is the Man of Steel sequel. There's a part in the trailer where Superman looks like he's been captured by Lex Luthor.
Right.
And I'm wondering here, because I read that leak that they all said was fake, but in that leak, they said Batman wins at the end. And he delivers, like, somehow Superman gets, like, Lex Luthor gets him. Is that what's going to happen? Is Batman going to win because Batman is the more popular of the two now? In the Man of Steel sequel? You see the problem there? Like, the Man of Steel sequel, Batman wins.
According to what I know from the boardroom, when they shredded the script of Justice League, the shareholders did not want Batman in a Justice League movie because at the time, Batman was the only one making them money. And they didn't want to screw up their investment and whatever, and they wanted to have time to put out a Batman movie and do it right. Man of Steel comes out, whatever, and they all right. But to them, Batman is their moneymaker. Regardless of Superman should be the top hero, Batman right now is their moneymaker. Regardless of Man of Steel doing $600 million or whatever. So, if anybody's going to win, Batman's going to win. Where Superman should win, Batman would win. That's the way they would probably want it. Daniel, what do you have to say on the subject?
I'll go see the movie, but I'm not really. I don't know.
Well, let me ask you a question, Daniel, because this is striking me odd, right? Why wouldn't you like this?
I don't know.
You like action. You like fighting. You like war and like action. So for you to say that you don't like this, that is so puzzling to me. I mean, maybe you have more respect or something with Superman, Batman. I mean, growing up, were they your favorite characters, Batman and Superman?
Well, my first character in the DC universe I ever saw was Batman, so I started with Batman the Animated Series. So I like Batman, and I like Superman and stuff. I started later on with Superman, and.
But you're not crazy about this movie.
No, it's just that it's okay. It's an okay movie. It's just that I'm so sick and tired of reboots. How many times have they rebooted Batman? How many times have they rebooted Spider-Man?
Well, let's get deep. Let's get deep with you, okay? You Batman animated series, right? So this is not your vision of Batman.
Well, it's okay, I suppose, but I'm just so sick and tired of it.
It's okay, but it's not great.
Mm-hmm.
It's not good. It's not great. It's not excellent. It's okay.
It's okay.
All right. What about Superman?
He's okay, too.
He's okay. So basically you're saying it's all right, but you're not really into it. Like this. But,
no.
Okay, so let's go back now. Batman Begins. What did you think?
I liked it.
Okay. Was it better than okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Was it Dark Knight, right?
Yeah.
What'd you think?
I love Dark Knight.
You loved it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're getting somewhere. Okay. What about the last one?
I didn't
Knight
see
Rises.
that.
Yeah, thank you. The Dark Knight Rises, right? With Bane and all that. What'd you think of that?
I didn't see that one.
Really? Okay.
Mm.
All right. So we got that. Now let's go with Superman. Now, did you see Superman 1, 2, 3, and 4?
Yep.
Okay. Did you like Superman 1 and 2?
Yeah.
Did you hate Superman 3 and 4?
I didn't hate them. I thought they were okay. Nothing special.
All right. So now we're getting your definition of okay. 3 and 4 are like okay. So that's Batman and Superman are on the same caliber as Superman 3 and 4. That's what I'm getting from you, right?
Actually, I would say that Batman vs Superman was a little bit better than
Okay. All right.
3 and 4.
Gotcha. What about Superman Returns?
Okay.
I already got your answer already. All right. Man of Steel?
Yeah, I like that.
You liked Man of Steel. Okay. All right, good. So you're looking for something different, obviously, than this. All right. So that's what I wanted to know. I just want to know where you stand with this. Do you think that your mind will change? Do you think that you will really love it?
I don't know. It's possible. If I watch it, it might change my mind. But like I said, I'm so sick and tired of reboots. How many times have they rebooted Superman? How many times have they rebooted Batman? How many reboots are becoming a very tired thing?
But they're going to reboot Star Trek, so wouldn't you want Star Trek to be rebooted for TV?
Well, yeah, but they're going back to they're rebooting
We don't
it.
know what
They're going
they're
back
doing.
to the original timeline.
We don't know what to do. We don't know yet. All right. Sally,
Yes.
Batman Begins.
It was good.
Okay, Dark Knight.
I'm trying to remember him. It's been a while.
With the Joker,
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
okay.
good. Yeah.
Okay. Dark Knight Rises.
Eh,
Bane.
Not so good. That's
Okay.
when it goes downhill for me.
Superman 1 and 2.
Yes, loved him.
3 and 4.
Sucked.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. You win points, Sally. Okay. All right. I keep forgetting Superman Returns. All right, Superman Returns?
It was good. I got it on DVD.
Okay. Man of Steel.
Man of Steel. It was good. I mean, I like Superman 1 better, but
Of course. 1 and 2. All right.
yeah.
So now this movie, are you all for it? I mean, you're not really, I mean, it's like what? It's like blah? I don't know.
I don't know. From what I'm hearing, I don't like what I'm hearing about it. I
Right.
like to like the movie.
I mean, I'm going to go see it. Because, like, how could I not go see it? I mean, that's like, come on. You know, I might even like it, but I don't know if I'm going to love it. So we're going to have to see. Because, again, I'm going against all the history that I know, that I like, and my definition of, what they would do with Batman and Superman is not necessarily what I think is going to happen.
I hope you're right. I hope you're right, Joe, that reboots are going to become an old thing someday, and they're going to stop rebooting things and just move forward. I mean, like you said one time, a long time ago, like reboot. So pretty soon these reboots are not going to work, and like for example, I watched your Everything show.
Yeah.
And I was like, you guys were talking about like how they're going to continue. I gave you that. I think they gave you that thing where they said like they're going to continue on Star Wars forever. So I'm like, oh my god, they're gonna make like 13, 14, 15 and forward.
Mm-hmm.
But then I heard you guys say like, oh, it's not immune from being rebooted. I'm like, oh god, no, please. I hope they would never reboot it.
Right. Exactly. That's the problem. It's like you spend $4.5 billion. The last thing you want to hear is, oh, now you can't make a movie. Like, no, they got that forever. They're making it forever until the world ends.
They're never gonna reboot the Star Wars.
Like I said, what's the point if you reboot it? You're going to make the previous things worthless. Because everything we went through is gone.
Exactly. You have a whole galaxy. You have a whole galaxy of stories that you can tell. There's no need to reboot it.
Right. I just hope that here's
You want to know what it is with reboots, and I've learned this from I don't work in the film industry. I want to one day. I've done my research on this. I'm going to school for it, so I've talked to a bunch of people who work in the film industry, who've been successful in the film industry, and I've done my own research on it. You know what it is about reboots? They're safe.
How are they safe?
This is why. When you come to a production company, a big production company, think of any of the big production companies there are, right?
Okay.
When you come with a new idea, the boardroom, the heads of the company go, I don't know, maybe, right?
Right.
But when you come to them and say, hey, I have an idea of a story that's already worked, they go, tell me more. And the reason that they say they want original is to make people think, oh, they're on our side. They're going to give us new stories. When really, production companies are terrified of original.
Right.
Original to them makes them start to sweat.
Well, that's the thing. Nobody wants to, in this day and age, right? Companies could come and go in an instant, and nobody's safe and nobody's secure. They can make stupid decisions like Sony. Sony's so strong. The next thing you know, they're not so strong. They get hacked. Their technology that they've built everything else on, like TVs and stuff, starts failing. Movie-wise, they had some bombs. So they're not as safe.
Well,
And
that's why I think that DC should stick with doing TV show, doing TV, because right now that's what they're doing really good at.
See, as far as I'm concerned, going back with the Martian Manhunter, I just watched Supergirl.
Yeah.
From the other day, so I'm completely satisfied the way Martian Manhunter's on there, and he's showing the white Martians destroying his people. They linked it towards Hitler with the roasting the Martians and it's like the Holocaust. I'm watching this. I'm like, oh, this is this is really interesting. And then to me it sucks that now you have to have a different Martian Manhunter on the movie side of DC because I'm so interested in this. I'm interested in Arrow, interested in Flash, interested in Supergirl, and now I got to be forced to see something different that they're not even linking to each other, which I think is a mistake. Because Marvel at least is you see Agent Carter, Captain America, Shield. I mean, it's all linking. Even Netflix, they talk about each other and stuff. DC, no, it's different. Universe, Earth 57 people. It's oh, that's Earth 18. It's really. I mean, come on, Crisis Infinite Earths. So, eventually, I mean, I'm happy with the TV series version of Suicide Squad, and then I would have wanted to see what would happen on Arrow. I felt that they should just let them do stuff because, if they consider it multi-universes, just let them do their thing, but they didn't. So now we're going to see Deadshot right away. Will Smith, I'm not into it. But I like the Suicide Squad trailer, but not Will Smith because I'm used to the Arrow guy one. So we'll have to see. So let's guess box office numbers. I think we did this the other night, right? I have a hard time thinking that this is going to reach $1 billion. What do you say, Sally? I mean, is Batman vs. Superman going to be $1 billion plus worldwide?
Probably not. I don't see it doing that.
No, definitely not.
Chris?
I want to say it's going to get close.
Okay.
And honestly, no. You know what? I'm gonna play the other field. I'm gonna say it's gonna reach $1 billion.
All right.
I think that enough people are interested in this idea that it's gonna be something that we haven't really seen before, and I really think that it's gonna reach it. I think this is going to set the stage for Civil War to go over $1 billion, but I think this is going to reach $1 billion. I really do.
All right. I've always been one to be true to my opinions, where I really don't care what other people think, because I'm going to say what I feel, okay? I honestly feel, and I've been wrong before, this movie is going to come out as a failure to DC franchise. I feel that it will not reach $1 billion. In fact, not only do I think it's not going to reach $1 billion, I think word of mouth is going to crush this movie. I think that it's going to drop like 50% up by like the second week, and I think it's going to get them scared. Maybe it's going to make like 400, 500, 600 is like stretching what I think, but I think this is going to cause a real panic. Because again, like they all talk bashing Marvel movies, bashing Ant-Man, bashing this. I think most of the fans, I mean, hopefully it's a good movie, okay? Maybe people just don't know how to market it, and we're seeing stuff that's not even in the movie. Maybe they changed everything. I don't know. But I have a hard time from seeing the way Batman reacts, seeing the way Superman reacts, seeing that Wonder Woman's in this, seeing Lex, seeing Zod, seeing Doomsday, Darkseid, Aquaman, Cyborg, Flash, bad guys in the background, so much crap going on leading into Justice League 1 and 2. I just am not seeing it. I think it's just too much clutter. They're going to trip over themselves. From what I understand, they don't have one guy that's managing all of this stuff, so it doesn't cancel each other out. There's no direction. People are doing their own thing. And I think it's going to blow up in their face. So my result is no more than $617 million worldwide. That's it. That's what I have to say. We'll see.
But it worries me too that we haven't even heard Wonder Woman talk yet. Why are they not? Why?
And you know that if they do screw up that bad, people are going to be all over that.
Oh yeah.
Ripping it shreds. You're talking Saturday Night Live, everybody.
Oh yeah.
And it's going to be a damn friggin' laughingstock. So, like I today, like people are like, oh my God, Rihanna's new song "Work," right? So like I'm trying to listen to it, and all I see is everybody bad-mouthing it. I didn't really get to hear it yet, because everybody's like, it's so bad, it's so bad. I'm like, where? I'm like, where is this coming from? When I hear it, that's one thing. Then we'll see. But when people are just angry, they are vicious. They will rip it to shreds. So.
Tell you what, though.
What?
Whether this movie, Batman vs. Superman, whether it's good or bad, I am hoping that the producers and the potential directors and writers and whoever else is involved in Godzilla vs. Kong is watching this really closely to see what you do and what you don't do with a movie like this, because they've got till 2020 to do it, and they can do it right.
Yes.
Please do it right.
So it's how many times does stuff happen, right? That we watch together, like Doctor Who or something, and we're like, why is he on Gallifrey without searching for it? And it's like, we flip out, like, oh my God, what did you just do? And it's like we say all the time, like, if they only did this, if they only did that, if they only did this. Even the Nightmare on Elm Street reboot. Are you serious? It's like, where's Robert Englund? What's going on? Oh my God, why they do that? I can't. So, let me just look, because I know this has been a whole Batman versus Superman thing. Let me see if there's anything else on the subject of Batman versus Superman.
Oh, I almost forgot. I'm glad that you said that. I said it before and I never went to it.
Okay.
I got sent an article today that I don't remember who it was. It was somebody. It was the author of the article from Empire.
Okay.
Said that this Batman in this movie has moved on from being a vigilante, and this is not my words. This was their words. Quote, he has become judge, jury, and executioner.
Oh, no.
And I read that, and I was like, Oh no.
No.
What does that
Really?
mean?
You have failed this city. I was like, oh, what? Where's the arrow? Oh, no. Oh, my God. I just, you know what I do? Every time they say some cornball crap, I'm going to throw up. I'm just going to start cackling. Like, in the audience, to bleed, you will. It's like,
Could you imagine, like,
No.
Emperor Palpatine, like, narrating this fight, like, good Superman, let your hate flow through you.
it's like, in your anger, you killed her. It's like, what the heck?
Yeah, Batman's like,
Oh.
what happened to Clark? In your anger, you killed him.
They're gonna do advertisements. They're gonna show like memes, and they're like, "This is why you should brush your teeth." And they're gonna show like Batman like, you know, like gonna show his teeth, and like Superman, it's like Crest, yeah. No, it's like okay, well Colgate for me, but yeah, it's like I mean, it's crazy the stuff that's gonna happen in this movie. They're gonna rip it. I'm telling you, people are gonna make fun of it like crazy. I'm sure. Like, are they gonna? Is somebody gonna throw something in the water? Aquaman's like, "Hey, what's up?" Like out to try it and stuff. Like he doesn't come out for anything else. Like there could be earthquakes, there could be hurricanes, there could be people polluting his Atlantis. But if like God forbid, like Zod or Doomsday goes flying into the water, he's like, "Hey, did you ring my door? Like, who are you? What do you want? My water?"
You know what's gonna happen?
like-
He's gonna come up out of the water, and Superman's gonna be like, Aquaman's dead. Bury him. And then Batman's gonna be like, tell me, Fishman, do you bleed? And then he's gonna like swim away. It's
Doomsday
like,
gonna
you
be like-
will.
Is Doomsday gonna be like Mumra the Ever Living, and he's gonna like shoot like lightning bolts out, and then like Flash is like, "Who's that lightning bolt? Is that like, you know, Zoom or something else?" Like it's like, oh my God, like it's like, what? How are they gonna connect these people together? Why are they gonna be together? Why? I want to know why. Did somebody dial their phone? Hey man, we need you here. Like, what is happening?
Everybody Batman meets, he's just gonna ask them if they bleed. Like the Flash is gonna run by, tell me, do you bleed? You will.
But the best is Alfred's like, you're an idiot. Like,
Yeah.
why are you doing this? You never make a mistake. Today's the day you choose to make a mistake. I'm
Yes.
telling you, you're doing the wrong thing. I'm your butler. I was like your dad almost. Like, hey, don't do this. And he's like, you know, it's got everything. There's not even dust on the damn costume for crying out loud.
And then Batman's response to that will be like, tell me, Butler, do you bleed?
It's like he probably goes in the Batcave and just puts the thing on and just looks at the TV and watches TV. Doesn't because there's like no dust. It's like all like nice and ready to go. Like you just put it in there yesterday, dry cleaned and everything. Let's go. I thought you retired for like 5 years or something. And as far as I could see, like, why is he retiring with everybody out of prison, like the Joker and everything? Like, what's that about? Did the Joker kill Commissioner Gordon in this universe?
No, apparently Gordon's still alive.
Like, is that really the Joker, or is it like Robin or something?
I really hope it's really the Joker. I think it's
Okay,
really the Joker because
alright.
if they pull out the Robin turned into the Joker, I mean, yeah, that's been done before, but that would be really weird.
Okay, is he like the comic? Is he eternal, where he has a
No,
healing
I don't.
factor and he doesn't die? And
I don't think so.
okay,
I hope not.
I mean, all right. So Batman beat everybody, and there's no reason to be Batman, but for Superman, he comes out of his cave.
Yeah,
Basically.
that's why he's so pissed, because Superman and Zod basically destroyed the financial building and killed a lot of his employees.
Wow, I mean, you know, if he didn't retire, maybe that wouldn't have happened. It's like, all right.
Well, maybe if, like, apparently, like, he doesn't take Zod's threat seriously. Like the thing that Zod puts out. Like, this was something else that I read. That, like, remember Zod's message from Man of Steel?
Yeah.
Apparently Bruce Wayne didn't take it seriously.
First of all, when the Riddler put that thing in the freaking sky and put the freaking question mark over the bat symbol, he was in that thing faster than you can, like anything. Like I'm going there. Like that's it. So for Batman not to say,
well, I don't know if this villain's going to kill me. That's not Batman. That's not Batman. He takes everything seriously. He has to. He has to be too serious. You know, like, I mean, you know, sometimes they make fun of him. He's like too serious. Like, you know, like he would just, oh, I guess something else is better on TV. I mean, that's crazy. So I hope Zack Snyder really don't screw it up where, look, sometimes people are fans of stuff so much, but then when they actually get the power of those people in their hands, they're not necessarily good at it, like translating it into something like a movie. Like maybe he may be the biggest fan, but when it comes to actually doing something with it, it could be the worst. You know? We'll see. We'll see. I can't say anything because I don't know how I would do, but you know, we'll see. I don't even know. It's hard to judge it if we didn't see it. That's the sad part. So we're gonna go see it, and I guess that's it. Right? I guess.
I guess so.
Yeah.
We'll just keep it Batman vs Superman centric, and we'll talk about other stuff. All right. Take care. Bye for now, people.